Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're back again. Storm here.
Tom here.
Kimmy here.
We're going to be watching more Lost today. We're on episode 4. This one's called Walkabout. I usually don't read the description because they sometimes spoil the episode or movie, but I kind of read it and it's short. It says, a shocking secret about Locke is revealed. And we see that character, that creepy guy we're not quite sure about.
Oh,
he had a weird stare last time, so I don't know what's going on there.
Good. At least we get one secret.
I don't know. Will we know?
Hopefully.
Maybe they'll say something and then we'll not know. And Jack will be like, it's okay. We're resetting here.
No,
in this
we don't want to
island."
know. Yeah.
We don't want to know. Like, all these guys are crazy
End of
killers
episode.
or
We don't wanna
something.
know
It's like,
anything
oh,
about
crap.
anyone.
But I want to say, guys, thank you for all the wonderful comments. I know it's a new show that we're starting, and we have been getting so many requests about this since the beginning, and that goes for a lot of shows, but this is the biggest one, and we've been wanting to see this. Mom, we love her. She loves you guys, and she's doing well, but she really did not want to take on another reaction. So if we waited for her on Lost, it would be like another year or so from now. I don't know. But she does love reacting, but she does 2 full days every week, and it's just too much for her to sit that long. We take a lot of breaks, but thank you guys. I'm so happy you love her that much to want to see her. And Tom,
sweet.
I'm so happy you're
That's
joining us. He is not replacing Mom at all.
I cannot replace Mom.
And no, but we do love having you. Oh no, but you were so amazing too. And Kim and I were talking about watching Lost anyways a while ago, so it was just gonna be her and I. But I'm happy that we could bring you along with us, Tom, for this.
Definitely.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, and we only had time at night, and Mom does not like reacting at night because she has to take care of Dad, and he needs constant care. So I love you guys. I hope you understand, and I'm ready to watch more Lost with you guys.
Yeah.
I almost said ladies. With you ladies.
Guys.
But yeah, so Walkabout.
I need some more makeup on if that's the case.
Just to throw out, there you go. What character do you like so far? What one's most interesting, would you say?
Most interesting? Kate. I really want to know about her. And Hurley. I like Hurley.
I like Hurley.
He's a sweetheart. I like him too. I want to say Kate and Sawyer. I'm very interested in. I want to
you
know
who?
more.
Oh, I'm sorry. Saeed. I love him.
Yeah, he's nice too.
Yeah.
I love him.
He doesn't have
very
like a lot of
smart.
mystery yet. He's really
He doesn't
smart.
have mystery,
He's kind.
but I love him. He's
Yeah,
very
I like him too. He's a real
Yeah,
nice guy.
I like Hurley, but I'm very curious about Charlie, especially when he runs out of that.
Yes.
I
He's
love
on.
The Hobbit. I love Lord of the Rings. Well, he was in Lord of the Rings, as Mary. So that's where, I have a feeling for him. But he is really interesting, too. And he's cute because he has a drug issue, which is sad and hard to deal with. But he keeps telling people, oh, I'm part of a band, I'm part of a band. So if
But
something
he's
really
also
bad
making
is
that connection
kicked
with that pregnant girl.
Yes.
Yes. He has. Looks like he's starting to have feelings for her.
Yes, I agree. And I think that is sweet. And they've only been on this island not that long, but they're already building these relationships. I kept commenting last time on how she is so positive being pregnant. I know that she's so happy her baby is still alive because she was worried for a while the baby wasn't moving. I didn't mention that. So I am very happy about that. But for being pregnant, that must be so hard. And then your hormones are going crazy. And, for her to be calm, gentle, and just going with the flow, wow.
Yeah, big time.
Not having the vitamin she
nowhere.
needs. Yeah. All these things that she needs being pregnant, and she's almost there, and she's so calm and pleasant to be around compared to all these other people, like that whiny sister who's like, can that guy die already? It's all about me, and I'm all dramatic.
So selfish,
Yeah, we see all these bad sides of people. I mean, of course, a really bad thing happened. Their lives have changed for the worse. They're
But at
alive.
the end of the last
thank God.
episode, it was kind of more lighthearted. Vincent
That was
around.
nice. Yeah, that was nice.
That's right.
Saeed threw that apple to Sawyer, showing
Yeah,
he's,
so they're kind of
kind of
mending
bonding, mending. Yeah, I like that.
Yes,
and Vincent,
that's true,
yay!
Yeah, Vincent.
I know.
We're happy about
If
that.
he's the only one that survives, it'd be a good show.
I know. It's always not the dog. It's like ID4 when we were kids. I'm like, no, not the
Yeah,
puppy.
if that dog gets it, this movie's getting...
Yeah, it's like that's it. I'm not watching beyond this point. So shall we, guys?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So 104 of Lost. Wiggle his toes.
Shoes came right off.
Ah. Huh. You're in such shock. It's like you're more worried about putting your shoe on. You hear this engine going.
He probably doesn't really realize what's going on.
Yeah.
Good alarm system.
The dog growling or something else?
That's something else.
Another polar bear?
Somebody's in there.
Oh,
Everyone in there's dead. Sawyer.
How you going for the
Ew, is it
bodies?
eating the
Behind
bodies?
you, jackass.
Not a very good lightsaber. That's a better one. There you go.
It was growling. Guys, it's growling. Are we the only ones who could hear that?
Don't
Is
bring
it
a
a
weapon,
lion?
man. Yeah, get
On
behind
the other
Sawyer.
side of the island, but not.
Ooh, it's looking. Ooh, what is that?
What?
Oh no, they're boars.
Oh.
I was so right.
Okay, well that's not bad.
I heard like creepy squealing or something last
Well,
time. Boar
it's good
squeals.
because if they can capture one, that's a good meal.
Bacon. I love bacon.
Bacon.
Pork.
Pulled pork, baby.
Need to burn them.
He's so eager to burn the bodies, why are we waiting until sundown?
He's hoping someone will see it.
Yeah, it's.
The two person ones.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
Hand them over! How about no? There's other people here, don't you give a crap?
Now what?
Yeah, well, you're not happy unless you're screwed over.
Good for him, like standing up.
Stay out of this metro. Hey, exactly how are we gonna find the sustenance?
Why don't you be quiet? You're the one who has peanuts.
We hunt.
We're some boar.
Okay, Mr. Locke, what is it that we're hunting?
I don't know. He might be
We know
good.
there are wild boar on the island, razorbacks by the look of them.
He's a
The ones
hunter.
that came into the camp last night were piglets.
Oh, jeez. Wow, they're nice knives. Oh, the music.
Nice.
But they're mine, okay?
Who is this guy?
Some of us were wondering if maybe we should do some kind of memorial service or something. You could lead it?
No, I don't think it...
Well, you know, just a few words or... Oh, okay.
You can make it your
Maybe
thing.
she can do it.
Maybe I'll do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
sounds fine. Whatever everybody wants.
Why is he acting so dismissive now?
Her husband was on a plane.
Right.
Gosh, he's so shallow. Go for a
I think
swim.
somebody should go talk to her.
I nominate you, Captain America. You really don't think I can catch a fish?
It's harder than you think. Do it.
You find something?
Especially if you don't have the right instruments.
You want to come?
She's gonna make him fish for her.
Yeah, it seemed weird. Yeah.
I am the bass guitarist.
Yeah, do you know anything about fishing?
What?
Yes, yeah.
See?
My granddad used to take me out. He taught me everything he knows.
God. Her survival skills.
Hey, Doc, you got a second?
At work.
Why me? I'm not a psychiatrist. I mean, maybe you should just thought you might want to do it.
You're right. He's probably just so.
You're the one that saved her
that's
life.
right.
Like everyone's going to him to do stuff.
Hi.
Oh, he did too.
Rose, right?
Everybody's getting pretty worried about you, Rose. If you want to be alone, that's fine, but you have to take care of yourself.
You must be proud. He's a brave kid.
Yeah.
He's only sweating so much.
Yeah, the button-up shirt is kind of freaking me out. I'm like claustrophobic. Was that mechanical?
Sounds big.
That's the music. Sometimes I don't know if it's a music or a mechanical
I
monster.
heard a growl.
Me too. And then what? Go that way.
Give us the steal signal.
Holy smoke!
Crap!
Oh no, not him!
Ooh, yeah, got great now the blood. Why does he keep looking at his toe to wiggle it? Did he have an injury or something?
Your troops are across enemy lines.
Patience, the quality which you
Huh.
lack,
This is
GR12,
Colonel.
is the hallmark of a leader.
Tell me about this Colonel thing. Cruised your file in human resources? You've never been in any of the armed forces.
I'm just playing a game, Randy. It's my lunch hour.
You've actually got a woman in your life.
That's none of your business.
He is
What
just
is it,
so
Locke?
he's terrible.
Why do you torture yourself?
Harassing
Well,
me.
you're
You're
torturing me.
imagining you're some hunter?
Yeah, don't talk to this guy.
Nice, ridiculous.
Jeez.
He's great to
He's
hang
such a
around.
loser himself.
I'm fine.
He's probably having flashbacks to the plane crash.
I don't know. So
You can't.
he's never done this before.
Don't tell me what I can't do.
Oh God, not the right reason to go.
Yes.
Never had to try to poke
This is
one
a
with a sharp
whole
stick.
new...
Well,
Go get your own stick.
really appreciate you helping me out. Thanks.
Son of
You want me to have a go?
We need to find a string.
Knock yourself out.
Watch him get it.
a... No! Dude, you gotta try to pin it.
You see how close I was?
Loved one. Wife, sister.
started having me hold on to his wedding ring whenever we took a plane trip. I always wore it around my neck for safekeeping.
Things that I know I was destined to do, like we talked about.
Did he quit?
It's wonderful, John. I'm happy for
Did
you.
he really?
I wonder if she's his
to Australia
therapist.
at the end of the week.
Oh.
And I bought 2 tickets.
I don't. Maybe you should find I don't know, a therapist.
I have a therapist.
John, if we talk any longer, I'm gonna have to charge you for another hour. That's another $89.95. You can't.
Look, I don't care about the money. I just.
Sorry, John. I gotta go.
So he like imagines things. So did he actually tell him off? Or?
Rest here for a minute.
I thought the guy with the gimpy leg should be deciding when we rest.
Don't touch an antenna.
You can wait.
Yeah.
And he is bleeding, so blood, smell,
He's fine.
predators.
I don't like him being by himself, even though he does have a big
He's
neck.
gonna end up killing a monster, like ultimate quest.
Dragging it
Hopefully the
back.
monsters will come after him, not for Michael.
Uh-oh.
That's not a boar.
Holy crap. But he's bleeding. Oh, he saw it take it. And he stays there?
Oh my god.
Get out of there.
Come on, let's see what it is.
He just freezes.
I found these the other day when I was...
Looting.
Oh, yeah, he's trying to give her some passports and stuff.
Just take it.
Thank you.
Maybe she can
what
teach
is
him
that?
stuff. Oh, clean your teeth?
Oh, I get it. It's like toothpaste.
Chia.
Chia?
It's not as bad as it looks.
I got bored.
Mighty Hunters returns. What's for dinner, huh?
Not now.
That's a good one.
I don't think the hunt went very well. The bald guy never came back.
Wait, they didn't bring back any food at all?
That's all she
But
has.
that's all she cares about.
Out there.
No, that one actually gave me a hell of a tussle, but you have to get inside the mind of the fish, you know.
I'm just
got
giving
it
him
shallow,
for him to
I
cook.
cornered it.
Oh, what's the matter? Can't stand to see me fending for
I'm
myself?
so sorry.
I told you I'd catch a fish, didn't I?
That's low, Shan, even for you.
So, date 2.
See? Oh, he's finally realizing.
Oh. Is there kind of suit there?
Okay.
X-Files. Is that a guy from his past? Or just a random guy?
What was that?
In a
This
suit?
is so strange.
I just don't think.
Yo, who is this guy? And he has white shoes on. Why are your shoes so white here? Whoa.
Holy sh!
Oh, you get a monster with you? What happened out there? Wow.
You're just gonna piss
So-
off one mama.
Guess she was gonna catch a connecting flight. And she was an organ donor. Or at least would have been.
So this part's really affecting
Nice work.
him.
Explain yourself.
Did you see anything? Get any kind of look at it?
You say no.
No.
Totally
Maybe it killed the
saw
boar.
That's what I'm kind of wondering. He's taking the credit for it.
You neglected to tell us about your condition.
My condition is not an issue. I've lived with it for 4 years. It's never kept me from doing anything.
No, you can't.
Hey, don't you walk away from me. You don't know who you're dealing with.
That's why he
Don't
kept
ever
looking
tell me
at
what
his
I can't
feet.
do, ever.
Oh, so that's
I'm
what's wrong
supposed to
with
do this, damn it.
How's he walking now?
Yeah, so that's like a
Maybe
miracle.
that's the miracle he was talking about.
That's why he kept looking at his feet. Oh my god.
The hard hit must have reset something.
Oh my god, like how...
That's amazing.
Wow.
So I wonder if that's his
So
wheelchair
that's
that's in
why.
the plane.
Yes!
Oh, maybe.
Got all this disaster, tragedy, and he's just... That's why. So in a way, this whole funeral thing is like saying bye to his old self.
There's his chair.
In his chair.
It's the only seat they really have besides airplane seats. They should keep that. Or if anyone else gets injured.
Yeah. At least
They were using it as a
like,
cart before.
wood.
Wow. I did not see that coming. Wow. Oh my god, how emotional. So I thought he had a mental issue this whole time. Like, he kept
I did
imagining
too.
things, and I thought him saying, like, oh, I told him off, his coworker off. I was like, he might be lying about that. Maybe that didn't happen. Maybe he imagines things all the time and puts himself, that like, things that never happen, he puts himself in those
he
stories.
really did.
But
He told off his boss, and he went on. He wanted to do this.
Every time you saw him, every time you saw him in the flashbacks, he was always sitting down.
Yeah.
So you never actually...
I was thinking that too, because you never saw him walking. He was always sitting there. So to have this Randy guy, what was his name? Randy, or what was his
Randy was his boss.
Yeah,
like
so he's
supervisor.
harassing, like, he's even worse now, because of, like, a handicapped person. Like, even if you're mentally wrong, I'm sorry, but, like, what? I hope something really bad happened to that guy. That was so
I hope he
mean.
chokes
So
on his
bad to
granola
say
bar.
that. What an evil guy to say that. You're never going to amount to anything. Like, what's wrong with you? So,
Well, it sounds like he quit. It sounds like he
Yes,
told his
he
boss
did
off
quit.
and quit.
Yeah, which is
Wanted
good.
to go on this
To
big
have people like
excursion.
that. And good for him. So I felt bad because I thought he was messed up in the head. And even that, like, you should be able to do certain things, you know? And
But then who's Helen then? If he says he already has a therapist,
Helen-
he must mean
Helen must be
therapist.
that lady he was talking to that wasn't the
Yeah,
therapist.
He's paying $89 an hour for.
And that I can understand, because I thought he was, like, he had a mental problem where he was envisioning stuff that wasn't real. I thought that's what the issue was. But because he is handicapped, he can't walk, he doesn't have anyone he could talk to, so he made a connection this way because he's desperate. You know, so that way I felt bad for him, because
But
he had
she
no one
called
else.
him a customer, not a client. So it's not like it's a...
Yeah,
I'm not really
because
sure
he
who
said
she is yet.
he had a therapist that wasn't her. He's like, I already have a therapist.
Yeah.
So
and I'm
she
thinking
must
physical
be-
therapist.
It is so
Yeah.
weird, but it sounds better to me this way, because even as, you know, he's desperate, he's alone, it's sad, he wants someone to connect to and talk to, but it's not like he's imagining things. Like, he is, but he isn't. He's just desperate. So that just changed my whole idea of him, you know, because I just thought he was a real
I'm more at ease now with him.
I wonder if that was his secret that he told to Walt.
Yeah, because he said it was a miracle or something.
That a miracle happened to him, yeah.
A miracle happened to him. So that's why he was so removed from everything else. He had all this tragedy, but he could walk. And that was, even with him from the beginning of this episode, when you see him wiggling his toes, I'm like, does he think he's paralyzed because he crashed? Like, why is he focused on his toes so much? And then, Kim, you mentioned his shoes coming off. So you never know how you're going to react in any kind of situation like that. I mean, oh my God, they survived a plane crash, but you're in shock. And he's probably saying, like, oh God, my shoes are off. What's going on?
Yeah, like, first off, I'm alive, and secondly, I can move my toes, and I can stand up.
Screams and noises all around you. What's going on? You're just kind of absorbing the situation. But
yeah, so to him,
I did not
the
expect
accident
it.
was a good thing for him.
Yeah.
Yes. And now he can go on this excursion.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So that's why he was so determined to get that boar. And how he didn't say anything. You saw this freaking monster.
Yeah,
was
why isn't he
looking at
saying
him.
anything about
Why
it?
isn't he, like, everyone's keeping secrets, so
Unless
lost
he
is
thinks
lost.
it's like a spiritual creature.
Connection
or
to
something.
the earth or something. I don't
Maybe,
know.
and it's like, you know what? What am I
Well,
going
it
to do
didn't
with
kill
this
him either.
freaking knife?
It didn't kill him. That's a good
It
point.
didn't kill him. It stared him right in the eyes.
Maybe
and
it was
definitely
happy
bigger
getting,
than him.
Yeah, maybe it got another boar and killed this other one and just left it there. And he
Just
Maybe
because-
killed the boar inside of him.
Maybe for him to be like, here you go. I doubt he just stole it
He
from
didn't.
him.
He didn't eat the pilot, so maybe he didn't eat the boar either, and he just
Maybe he
left the
just
boar.
kills things.
Right,
because
maybe
he's
it's
like, I'm
just for
angry.
sport.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe
And
he
who's
only.
this guy with the freaking suit?
I know,
the
right?
white
That,
sneakers?
with
He's
the
the
bright
best dressed
white
guy there.
sneakers. What the freak is going on? It's so weird. Is this the guy that
Which
machine
was
monster?
really strange because when the lady, I keep saying CPR lady, but when she said, my husband might be thinking that about us, you know, they might be thinking that we're dead. We can't think that he's dead.
And it seems like a big
right
island.
when she said that, they're walking away toward the plane. That's when Jack turns around and sees this guy in the suit. So I almost said, "Oh, well, they might be on the other side of the island." You never
He's pretty
know.
well dressed. He's pretty well dressed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
looks
mean, you
too
never know,
fresh.
but at least
Looks like he's been there a while.
Because you're on an island, they've been there for a few days at least. It's hot. Why is he wearing like the top part of his suit? Like, why is he wearing
so
that?
it might be a lab.
Weird.
They're watching you. We know
And
you're
why
there.
would he just be exposed like that? Like, just
Sponsored by
standing there
Nike.
and that. Wouldn't you be hiding in a bush, peeking over, not like, hey, you can
Or maybe he
clearly
knows
see
Jack
me.
is a leader and wants
Or maybe he
to
wants him to
maybe
know that
leader
there's
to
somebody
leader.
watching him.
Yeah.
Maybe. I was kind of like jumping ahead, like I always overthink everything, but here we had a miracle, which could be just a random thing for Locke where he got hit a certain way, where he got feeling back to be able to walk, but maybe something is spiritual about this island too that actually made him. Maybe it wasn't crashing. Maybe being on this island makes him walk.
Maybe there was a purpose. Yeah.
And now, like, you have this mysterious guy in a suit. Maybe, I mean, I'm sure he is real, I guess, but maybe he's just a vision. I don't know, because he disappeared quickly when
so
Jack
far, Jack's the
looked
only one
back.
who's seen him.
Yeah.
So maybe spiritual things happen here. Okay, and then maybe because Locke was on this huge journey, this spiritual journey that he wanted to do, and he's so desperate, maybe this, whatever it was there, maybe it's like a ghost thing or something where it's accepting him because he wanted to be more. So maybe it did kill the boar for him to make him feel like he completed his journey or something.
Maybe.
I don't know. Like,
Maybe.
this is so weird.
But boy, I'm glad he brought that big suitcase of knives.
I know, because that's what I know anything about hunting. I have friends that hunt.
What kind of spiritual journey are you going on?
Yeah, because those were like fancy knives, and unless you're like cutting something up, you don't hunt with those. I mean, I guess you could hunt with, like that.
Maybe he's a whittler. That's why I made the whistle for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was really good at that too. It really worked, Man, so it is a good show. Just so many questions. Like, nothing is being answered. We're just getting more and more mysteries.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad there's hope. And she was saying before, was it Helen or something, where she was just like, I don't know if my husband's dead. I don't think he's dead. He could be around somewhere.
Right. I'm not going to talk at the memorial. I'm not going to say anything because he could still be alive.
Yeah.
That's the other series, Lost Out to Sea.
Yeah, Lost Out to Sea. Yay! They built a raft out of the plane or something.
Just floating on the tailpiece.
I like how everyone's coming together and how they had a ceremony like that to just appreciate.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I'm kind of curious as to why Jack didn't want to have anything to do with it.
I wonder, I don't know, but I wonder
Maybe
if it's because he just lost so much, and because he, like you said, he was, everyone keeps throwing all these tasks at him, and he hates losing lives, and maybe he just feels defeated and
because the lives,
that he's just like, but he was very different this episode, where he wasn't as caring, and he was just
of all the people that were, like, all the main characters at least, they all seem to be, like, on the plane by themselves. They didn't really have anybody that they lost. Like, Jack, we don't know if he had anybody else on there. He didn't mention it.
Yeah.
That's another point, too. Maybe his loved one is... You would think he'd talk about it, though.
No one's talking about anything, though.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's keeping their own secrets, so it's just
so
the
one lady who might have
ask.
lost her husband, and, that's about all we know. Because the pregnant lady, she was by herself. Charlie was by himself.
Hurley looks like he's by himself. Kate's by herself now.
Maybe the plane. Yeah, I know. Maybe the plane's possessed, and the tail part of the plane is the monster.
It's still flying.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's all the mechanical noises are. Weird. So, guys, as you know, please don't leave spoilers if you saw the show already. I'm sure you have, but I'm going to keep asking questions. That's what we do. I'm so curious. We have no idea. I'm still saying it's a mechanical
crazy theories
monster.
Here, so...
Yeah,
it's
I'm hoping
fun to do it too. I really enjoy this because
me too.
It does. It keeps you thinking.
My favorite thing was Locke's surprise. Like, that was a huge surprise. That was way better than I thought it would be. I'm like, what's this shot going to be? Oh, he's a colonel.
And with Charlie learning how to spearfish, I wonder if that's going to be like his crutch when he has to wean himself off.
Oh, good point. Because that's going to be bad when he does.
Yeah, because he just finished his last bit, right? Mm-hmm. Pretty much. So.
And he is getting really nice. He's starting to bond with Hurley now, too, which is nice.
It's really hard not to get along with Hurley. He's such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Anytime he sees somebody that needs help, he's running to them.
Yeah.
I like how
now he was pissed off about the peanuts. He really wanted everyone to share.
And he was always meek before. He was always very gentle and meek fainting. But this one, like, he got defensive. So good for him.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be like that. I mean, you don't want to fight people, but you also have to hold your own. And people are getting desperate because they're hungry.
I mean, so the leaders that I see are Jack, Saeed, Hurley,
definitely.
He's becoming a good leader.
Mm-hmm. He
is. Probably Kate.
And Kate,
I see that too. Mm-hmm. I actually vote for them too because I think they're good leaders. They're open-minded, they're caring, and
they take charge when they
and Locke too.
Well, I wouldn't say he's a leader yet. I mean,
not a leader yet, but he's
passionate.
Getting there. He's going to be in the hunting section. The hunters.
Maybe, yeah. I just don't think he killed that boar. He might have, but we'll see.
I don't think he did either.
I think the monster killed the boar instead of him.
and gave it to him or something. Because
And
why would
maybe
he just
he's
leave
perceiving
him?
it as his spiritual guide or something.
Yes.
How weird. Maybe he does have a connection with him.
And that's why he doesn't want to say anything to anybody.
I gave you the power of walking again.
I don't think he has a connection, but I think he might be thinking it's a connection.
Yes.
Because he spared his life.
Yes.
Weird.
And he's already had one miracle. Why not two?
I hope at some point we get to see more of this monster, like actually see it physically or some part of it.
Just show us like an arm or some hair or something.
Something to really scare
so
the
close to him, like
Jesus
his
out of
spit
us.
comes all over you.
I know. Maybe there's some kind of toxic air around there from whatever laboratory is there, and they're
It's
all
like,
hallucinating this evil monster. Like maybe that pilot was always dead,
Everybody's
and
high.
they just imagined it because you get more high the more you go into the jungle. Who knows? Whoa! But then
Sign
how
me
did you
up
bring
for that
that boy
island.
back?
I think it's like a big dome, like Hunger Games, where they're just throwing air at the
At the
vegetation.
trees?
Just
Oh,
they'll think it's a monster.
Crush, like a little microburst or something. Wow. Yeah, so I really like the show, and the ending was shocking. I like that ending a lot because I did not expect that. I want to know more. So I like the Asian couple. Well, not really. I like the girl, the wife. And the
Wife,
guy
yeah,
seems like he does care. He was trying to feed other people, but he's just
I
very
think it's a
derogatory.
cultural thing, though.
I know.
I
I
still
know they're
think that
pushing
is.
that, but and he was like kind of touching her when she was asleep, like really gently, but I was just kind of like, I don't know, you're dirty, go clean up. I love you.
Yeah, that's.
It is a cultural thing, but this poor woman, and she's so meek
He's a little
too.
too controlling.
But going back to Locke,
Munchies.
though, why did he still have a full case of knives? I mean, if he's going on a
He had a
spiritual
good
journey.
security suitcase too, so it
Yeah.
just like
For all
everything
kinds
fireproof or
of-
whatever to.
I mean,
Yeah,
he had a dozen knives in there. At
Yeah.
And if you're gonna be doing a lot of walking, do you want to carry that thing?
And he's been imagining this or hoping for this for so long and building up
Years.
to it that he was probably like, I just need all these fancy knives for filleting and hunting. I don't know, but yeah, he had a really crazy set. That was
I mean,
insane.
they're not just
Definitely.
run-of-the-mill knives. They're specialty knives.
Mm-hmm.
They had all different kinds of shapes and sizes and.
Again, repetitive. I want to know people's stories. Like, I hope people start to open up, not keep secrets. Like, this is getting bad too quickly. People need to know what's going on. They need to talk. They need to figure out what people can do to help to survive.
I
4
just hope
days
they
is a
finish
long
going
time.
through all that luggage and stuff before they burn the fuselage.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when they burn it too, they don't really know much about planes. Maybe they do, but that could be hazardous to their health too, and being so close and breathing whatever fumes.
They were kind of close to.
Yeah,
I was thinking that as
I
well.
know Jack wanted to burn it to try to make it visible to somebody, flying by or something.
Which yeah. And they
And that's
had a lot
gonna
of
be a
wood,
big-
but I wish I can cut down trees and stuff. Like, hey, like maybe bring that monster to knock more trees down or something
Well,
closer
they
to them.
they could have taken some of that metal and kind of just shaved away at it, and make like weapons and stuff out of it. Or
They could make shovels.
That's true.
machetes, something to chop some of the, wood or something.
Hopefully some of the metal will,
Well, they have a lot of it. And they only burn the
They do,
fuselage.
yeah.
There's other parts that are around.
Wing.
Well, like Hurley made that spear out of some of that shrapnel.
So that was
Yeah.
good. And he actually knew a little bit about fishing, which was nice.
That's
I hope they
right.
can find some fishing line. Not that they'll find that, but like some string, a shoelace or something. Because if you can find
I'm sure they can find
anything-
shoes or clothing.
Yeah,
and they can
just to
kinda,
make a makeshift fishing line. Like things will bite. Trust me, I know. I love fishing, but I
Well,
used to
there's
like
that
do all
gre- there's
kinds of
that
random crap.
greenery. There's all that greenery in the woods there. They can dig up and find some bugs to put on there.
That's right.
I know they're afraid to go in, but they have to do something at
But
this point. Yeah.
I
don't have
think
to go that
I
far
think
in there.
eventually
Yeah.
they'll find like hunting parties. They'll find a fishing party. They'll have groups of people doing certain things.
Yeah, a lot
To
of people
help
are still
the
having
community.
hope that they're going to be rescued. It's
Yeah.
only been probably a few
Like
days.
the bratty girl who just wants to just sit there and just look pretty.
I know she's fun
Yeah.
to hate and she's so annoying, but
Yes.
all of a sudden we're gonna see
No,
like all these
girlfriend,
bad
you need
things
to
that happen
steer.
to her. We're gonna feel bad,
So
but
this show has a lot of the main characters are kind of remind me of Gilligan's Island. You got
you keep making
Charlie,
reference
who's
like I
Ginger.
don't know much of Gilligan. Yeah.
So Charlie reminds me of Gilligan. Mary Ann would be Kate.
Okay.
Yes.
Ginger.
That's what you
Ginger would
mentioned.
be,
I
Ginger
didn't
is
say
the
that name.
bratty girl.
The bratty girl. I forget her name. Jack, of course, is I'd probably say the Skip. The Skipper, maybe.
I would
I
say
know the
the
names, I guess.
professor.
The professor. Okay.
I would think the professor.
And I'm like,
We don't have
skipper.
one for,
Who would be the skipper? Hurley.
I don't know.
Kind.
To be determined. We'll figure this one
We'll
out.
have to think about this. Yes. We'll
were there
get
any
back next
animals
week.
on Gilligan's Island?
Like
Like actual
not
pets?
It was a monkey.
Of course, they found a monkey. Was that a friend?
Couple episodes, ate a monkey.
Those poor people.
Have to do the bicycle to
Galaxy
make
Quest.
coconut water.
Oh man, yeah. So again, like so many questions. Loving the show, guys, and I know we'll continue this next time. And the more information we get, the better, so we can like kind of have some kind of solid ground on what's going on.
Yeah,
with the guy in the
we're
suit,
clueless,
man. What's
guys.
going on there? It's so weird.
It's fun though. It's really
It
fun.
is fun because all these things are getting thrown at us. Where I'm like, okay, well, mechanical monsters. This is what it's going to be about. And then nope, what the heck is this guy in a suit with white shoes? Like, I don't know. But we'll find out. And then Locke surviving and big miracle for him and surviving the big metal monster guy and getting a boar. I don't know. So very interesting.
I wanted to see them celebrate by eating the boar at the end. That's what I was kind of hoping for.
Yeah, sitting around a campfire.
They could have built a nice little pit, put it
Not
in the
the
ground.
campfire of the burning of the bodies, but
Yeah, and I hope people can start talking to each other, opening up and not lying, not keeping secrets. But we'll find out next time, I guess.
Well, the more secrets they keep, the more it's going to bite them in the ass later.
Yeah, right? I know. It's going to explode later. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, and we'll see you very soon, as always. Stay lost at this point, like we are.
Don't get bored.
Don't get bored. I love you, Tom. That's so great.
Get bored. That was
Wah,
great.
wah, wah.
Hey, it works.
Bye.
It does. You're funny.